Coming down in 3, 2, 1. Hey yo, what's up everybody? It's me, Joey P, Joe Pisapia, and welcome to 5 Things right here on FantraxHQ. We're doing the team previews, and today it's the Bucs and my favorite bald guy, well, second favorite obviously, Bruce Arians taking over at the reins. And let's talk about number 1, how that affects Jameis Winston. And look, I'm a big Winston fan in terms of talent. Obviously, it's a matter of maturity, it's a matter of consistency. And those are the things that are lacking with Winston. I think Arians is a guy who can bring that to him. And if it's not Arians, then it's not going to be anybody. This is the shot for Jameis Winston right now to prove that he is going to be an NFL stud quarterback. He can do it. He has the skills. It's a matter of whether or not here can match consistency of the skill set. And I think if anyone can pull it out of him, is Bruce Arians. So I'm cautiously optimistic for him. I love him as a QB2 value this year in Superflex leagues. I don't know if I'm sold quite on him being a QB1 yet, but if you draft Drew Brees and you're looking for somebody to play in those road games where Brees is terrible, then Winston might be one of those guys you want to stash on your bench. All right, number 2, let's talk about Mr. Godwin. Yes, that's right, because I do believe that Godwin is ready to make that leap to high-end number 2 status as a wide receiver just based on sheer volume. This is a guy that's going to play out of the slot sometimes, play on the other side sometimes. He's got Mike Evans, a true number 1, on the other side. We'll get to him in a second. But I think that Godwin is going to be one of these guys that really surprises this year. I thought the hype train was running a little fast, but I think that now it's slowed down just a tad where he's falling right in the right spot in ADP, and I'll be very aggressive on him. Now, let's go with number 3 here, and let's talk about Mr. Evans as well. Now, Evans is a wide receiver. Obviously, we all know in terms of the touchdown ability. We all know in terms of talent. And now it's a matter of, can he be consistent? And I think he can be as long as Winston and Arians get on the same page, and I do believe that they will. So Mike Evans might be one of the best discounted wide receiver ones around. He's going towards the late second round, early third, somewhere in that range, and he is a great value there, so stay aggressive with Mike Evans. I think it will work out just fine. Now I want to talk about number 4, and I'm very excited about this guy. It's O.J. Howard. Before the injury last year, he was having a very quietly strong season for a tight end, and I think that this year, again, with this offense collectively raising the talent, I do believe O.J. Howard can make that next step. I don't know if he can join the big 3, but I think at the end of the day, you're going to have that conversation that the big 3 and then that 4 are right very close together. The gap between Kelsey, Ertz, and Kittle, and then Howard is going to be close considerably by the end of the year. And by considerably, I mean like this, pushing my hands. And I think you understand that. I'm Italian. I talk with my hands. I can't help it. All right, last but not least, let's talk about the run game with Ronald Jones and Peyton Barber. Now, look, it's kind of a messy one here. I want it to be Ronald Jones. Most fantasy people want it to be Ronald Jones. But I think Ronald Jones is still slightly limited in terms of what he can offer this particular offense. So, I think he's still a late-round flyer. I wouldn't be overly aggressive on him, and I wouldn't count on him either. You draft Ronald Jones as a bonus baby. If he turns out to be good, awesome. If you draft him and you need him to be a flex guy, I think you're putting yourself in a potential deficit, because if he's not very good and loses touches to Peyton Barber on a consistent basis, it's going to set you back. There's better guys out there ahead of him, more consistent guys ahead of him. Don't reach. Don't make him a necessity on your team. He's a bonus only. So that'll do it for me. You can follow me on the Twitter machine at JoePisapia17. Check out all the great content at FantraxHQ, and that'll do it. That's 5 things right here. We'll see you next time, kids. Peace.